Incel is short for involuntary celibate, a term used by a growing online subculture of mostly young men who believe they are unable to form romantic or sexual relationships despite wanting them. Many incels see this as a personal injustice and often place the blame on women, feminism, or societal norms that they believe exclude or reject them. Over time, some parts of this community have evolved into deeply misogynistic spaces where women are dehumanized and blamed for incels' frustrations. May 23, 2014. A 22-year-old man named Elliot Rodger unleashed one of the most disturbing killing sprees in recent American history. The location, Isla Vista, California, a quiet college town adjacent to the University of California, Santa Barbara. That evening, Elliot Rodger took the lives of 6 innocent people and injured 14 others before turning the gun on himself. What began as a personal vendetta evolved into a calculated, hate-fueled massacre that shocked the nation. Rodger was not unknown online. In the days leading up to the attack, he posted disturbing videos and a 137-page manifesto titled My Twisted World, which detailed his deep resentment towards women, his hatred of men who were socially successful, and his feelings of rejection, isolation, and entitlement. Elliot identified as an incel, short for involuntary celibate, a term used by a subculture of men who believe they are unfairly denied sex and romantic relationships. In Rodger's case, his identity as an incel was more than just personal frustration, it was weaponized into an ideology of hate. There's a growing subculture spreading quietly across the internet, one rooted in loneliness, rejection, and resentment. They call themselves incels, short for involuntary celibates. To some, it might sound like just another edgy online community. But behind the memes and message boards, there's something far darker, a belief system built on misogyny, entitlement, and in extreme cases, violence. In 2014, Elliot Rodger killed 6 people in a rampage that was motivated by his self-declared hatred for women and society. Since then, similar ideologies have fueled more violence, and it's only getting worse. To understand this more clearly, here's a short clip from Vice's interview with members of the incel community. Listen closely to the mindset.
What is an incel?
It's involuntarily celibate. It's just something you are. Volcel is voluntarily celibate. Incel is involuntarily celibate, meaning you've tried many times and failed. And then there's mental cells, which is probably best fits me, someone who can't form a relationship because of mental blockage.
What have you been diagnosed as?
Agoraphobia, obsessive compulsive disorder, social anxiety, social paranoia. That's not even a thing. Honestly, I feel more real here, sitting in front of the computer. When I go outside, I almost depersonalize a little bit and feel like I'm playing a video game. I don't know what that is, it's just a state of mind. It's probably just a side effect of isolation.
Are incels violent?
I don't think they're really violent, they're very meek. And when an incel attacks, it's not the same type of thing as when Dylan Roof shot up that church or when ISIS blows people up. Those are perhaps more masculine. These are like docile men who have like this bottled up thing and then it comes out as an outburst of anger. But I think that's uncommon.
People joke about killing women.
That's a higher percentage. People who joke about killing women. These are my friends. This guy's name, we call him Prince, bald already. This is a guy named Dank, he's a compulsive liar. Yeah, Joey's this Vice bitch still there. Written by Fuck You. And that's just how we talk though, like this bitch, that nigga, this, that, it's just like vulgar. And you could call that toxic, but we're all desensitized.
So why is this happening? Because these are men who feel rejected, invisible, unwanted, and instead of healing or growing, they're finding each other in echo chambers online, where hatred becomes validation. They start believing they're victims of women, of society, of modern dating. They stop looking inward. They start blaming outward. They're not just lonely, they're angry, and that anger, when fed for long enough, turns into resentment, sometimes even violence. But here's the truth. Not getting attention from women doesn't make you a victim, and hating women doesn't make you stronger. It makes you smaller. In my opinion, the solution isn't just deplatforming or banning forums. That's treating the symptom. The real solution starts with conversation, with better mental health support for young men, and with teaching emotional intelligence, something our culture rarely gives to boys. This isn't just about sex. It's about identity, rejection, and where people go when no one listens to them. If we don't talk about it, it's going to keep growing underground. We don't solve hate with hate. We solve it with truth, accountability, and community.
Hey, Elliot Roger here. Today I'm at Sarania Park. I just took a nice long hike up in those hills. I would say this is one of the most significant places of my life. I grew up here. My parents used to always take me here when I was a kid. Back when my life was happy and fair. Back when I thought the world was fair. How naive I was. I was only an innocent child. And now, here I am, after living a horrible, unjust life, a wasted youth, deprived of any sort of fun or enjoyment or pleasure, all because females were never attracted to me. Right now I'm wearing my Hugo Boss shirt. It's one of my favorite button-down shirts. This is a shirt I wore to the premiere of The Hunger Games. I look fabulous. And yeah, I did walk on the red carpet on that premiere. Which was quite an experience indeed.